Purpose propels your vision and makes you fulfill your mission. Purpose backed by determination will bring about realization. Purpose travels across the sea in order to obtain the key. Purpose never gives in to worry, nor will it choose to hurry. Purpose makes the difference between failure and excellence. Give purpose a place in your heart. Cherish, nurture it so it won't depart. Nobody can oppose a man on purpose. By Richard Icklow. And as a young man finding his potential purpose here, we zoom back in to good old Micah, still being held underneath I think it was a department store that they had converted, and he managed to hold off like a good amount of attempts at intimidation and interrogation by some of the the broadkill, and kind of steely-eyed resolution, holding up the infamous kind of cyberknight inability to bend when being put pressure on. He made a friend in a young city punk, city rat, who he named Yins, who was missing his right arm as it had been taken by the broadkill as kind of a spoil of war. Though they are feeding Micah, which he realizes means that they have a purpose for him. But speaking of purpose, while trying to meditate, capturing his breath, taking a moment to see if he can heal himself with his magic powers, if he can just focus, he loses his focus and begins to have a vision. This vision of a city destitute, burned down, destroyed by the fury of war. The fight still occurred, but it was obvious at this point that one side was clearly ahead. And as he scrambled, trying to figure out in this vision where he was, what was happening, he caught sight of it. A single sign that told him that he was next to the University of Tolkien, as it is being ravaged by a combination of evil magics and overpowering fire power from the coalition states. And at the end of his vision, he sees someone, a man, well-dressed, well-armed, but with a sad look on his face. And as the older gentleman saw him, he introduced himself as Lord Coke and told Micah to find him. And just as he was about to get some instructions of where he was to go, the vision faded, and Micah is now back in his cell. So we will start off by checking the expected scene. I'll say he's still chaos factor of 6. So let's roll what the expected scene is. It's an 8, so it's going to proceed as expected. So for here, I think Micah is just kind of coming to. One thing I'm going to kind of like retroactively fix. I was counting the way that PowerPoints restore. It's not 1 per hour, it's 5 per hour, which means Micah would have had his full 10 again. But he kind of just catches his breath again, opens his eyes slowly. He starts looking around for the fires. He does not smell the smoke. He doesn't smell the burning bodies or just that disgusting smell that war brings. And as he, okay. Oh, fuck. Hamidi said that would happen. Okay, well, I can't tell if that's something that is real. Will it carry on? Will it continue? Do I get to go back to it? Is it happening right now? I need some answers. And I'm not going to find them here. So, Micah sits down on the ground, crosses his legs, and he is going to try to short the spell casting, or not the spell casting, but his psionics roll. So this is dangerous for him. For starters, trying to short like this, for each point that he is short, he has to subtract 1 point from his roll. And in addition, he is currently holding 3 wounds. So his roll is at a -6. as he is trying to heal a wound that is over an hour old. It's not 24 hours old, which is good because you can still apply the healing check. So greater healing can restore any wound, including those more than an hour old. This is going to cost 3 power points. Now this is technically 2, actually. I don't know why on the sheet I have it as listed as 3, because he has a restriction that it is touch only. Nope, that's already touch. But his powers are restricted not just to touch, but also to himself only. So that reduces it down to 2. So he actually only is taking a -5 on this roll. Okay. Let's see how well he does. So he has 10 power points. This will burn all of his power points, as well as an additional -3. Here's hoping we see some explosions tonight. Alright. Wild Eye blows up. So that puts him, we said a -5, he now has a 1. He's got to roll a 3 or higher. Oh, it blows up again. Okay. So, that puts him at, why am I suddenly terrible at doing math? That puts him at a 7. 7 plus 3, that is 10 total. So that's with a raise. He burns through all of his power points. He feels himself just sapped. His body just seems to start betraying him, and he leans over and he's concerned. Oh, something's wrong. Oh, why does this hurt so bad? And he realizes it's because his ribs are knitting back together. And his power points completely drained. His psionic ability pushed to its absolute extent, but he reduces 2 of these wounds down. Oof, that's big. So he now has a -1 with a single wound. He stops and just, fuck. Okay. Only do that when it's a real emergency. Oh my god, I am so hungry now. He kind of stops and looks around. He goes, I ate everything already. Well, if I'm mostly back to normal, maybe I just wait for Yins. Maybe Yins will come with me this time. It would be nice to have at least one hand. So, alright. That was a big one. That was a big change for him. So, he continues. Just kind of like waiting. He watches, thinking, contemplating. Let's take a look. I'm going to look for... Where's the visions table again? Visions and dreams. Let's see. He's going to try to interpret this. 39, which is guidance, and 91, guidance threat. He sits back down, cross-legged, watching the door, but his mind wandering. He can feel a stiffness in his left arm. It's not healed entirely right. But that's not what occupies his mind. The vision. What did that mean? Is that something that's happening? Is it going to happen? Some cyberknights have visions of things that never occur, but they're warnings, they're allegories. Others have direct visions of the future, though modified slightly by the fears of the cyberknight. They're always supposed to be a way to warn the cyberknight of the good that they're doing and how much impact they can actually have. But this seemed divisive. And as he kind of loses himself in the minds and thoughts, he realizes, of course, it doesn't matter. He's got to get out. He looks around, and let's look. I'm going to give him a repair roll. D4 and his wild die. With a -1, no longer -3. Okay, the 4 blows up. 4 blows up again, so that's now a 7. And an 8. So with a raise, he starts, okay. Well, I'm going to need a way to get out of here. I could try to bust open the door with my Sai sword, but part of that issue always comes about if it doesn't show up. What if it doesn't show up? Okay, let me see. And he looks. The door itself is not that great. Let's get... I just had the page scavenging results. Okay. A 96. Victory. And a 77. Rough victory. Rough victory. Okay. Let's see. Is there... We'll go to the fate chart. We'll ask a 50-50. Rough victory sounds like there may be some sports memorabilia or something in here. Something that could be used as a way to get out. So let's ask, is there equipment in here that he might be able to use to affect his escape? 92. No, but not an exceptional no. So... Oh, I have an idea. Does the rough victory mean he can bust open the door, but it may cause a noise? 83. I'm going to say this one was have to be very likely. But 83, that's still a no. So maybe there's just no choice. If he attempts his escape, it's going to be loud. And he looks at it. Does he wait for Yin's? I'm going to say this is 50-50. 54. Yeah, so he sits back down and he goes, I need allies. That's the #1 thing that they always warn us about. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then it's best if I just wait. Maybe the best thing for me right now is just a moment to catch my mind. And so, let's see. We will call that a scene. He didn't find much to help him, and he recognizes that there's a high likelihood he is going to, in his attempt to escape, cause more ruckus. So, So I'm going to bump the chaos factor back up to a 7. Alright, and we're going to test the next scene. My expectation is that it's a couple hours before Jens comes around with food again. But let's find out. That is a 4, so that's an interrupt. Let's go over to the... Let's see... actions... General descriptions. 74. Oddly. 26. Oddly extraordinary. Oddly extraordinary. Okay. Oh, okay. It's probably going to be a very unlikely. But does Micah get sign that his sister and their troops are nearby? I'm going to say this is very unlikely, but at a chaos factor of 7, that's a 15 below. Is Micah's sister nearby? It's a 48. That just barely makes it. Woo. There's a moment. Micah is looking around. There is a high peaked window. And as he just kind of looks, watching for the sun, he settles in, expecting that there's going to be another long day of just waiting. But suddenly there's a glint. He sees something. He goes, is that a flag? And suddenly there is the sounds of gunfire, explosions. There's yelling, and it disappears. He goes, that sounds like... Well, quite frankly, that sounds like somebody's coming for me. And let's see here. Micah, do you wait? I'm going to say this is very unlikely that he just sits down and waits. 52. No, he does not sit down and wait. The fighting becomes stronger. He gets a little impatient and he goes, well, if there's going to be a chance, now's the time. And he goes to summon his Psi Sword. So I'm going to give him a spirit roll, which is a D8. This is -1, of course, because he still has 1 wound. 5, so that's a 4. So yeah, he can summon his Psi Sword. And it feels a little stronger in his hand. Maybe the captivity was good for him. So his Psi Sword now does 2d8 damage as I increased his spirit die, plus a d8 from his fighting roll, so it is now 3d8 damage. That is 9 points total against this metal. With a hardness of 8, he manages to slowly push the blade down against the locking mechanism. He feels it just begin to echo into the metal. It's like, don't come around that corner. Don't come out around that corner. Let's see. Is there a likelihood? We're going to say this is 50-50. Do some roadkill. Come around the corner. 84. No. But does Yin's come in? 38. Yes. We watch this one-handed, very skinny city rat just comes through. He goes, hey man, I don't know if you... Oh, shit. I think you got some company coming, man. Are you... Dude, are you trying to bust out? Are you trying to get out of here? And it's like, I'm busy, but yes. Do you wish to come with? Yes, very much so. I'm just going to make sure, give him a persuasion check. He gets a +2 for being a Cyber Knight, and a -1 on account of his wounds, because it's kind of hard to be charming and debonair when you are, you know, pretty badly hurt. But, yeah, okay, well then, stop talking and help me get this fucking door open, man. He goes, all right, yeah, what do you need? He goes, you pull, I push. And he goes, all right. And as the blade begins to catch in, there's suddenly a... as the metal breaks, metal fatigue kicks in, and Micah looks at it. Suddenly the door just swings open. He goes, okay, I need to go find my stuff. And no man, we've got to get the fuck out of here. Your stuff's not that important. You're rich, right? You can get more. He goes, some of that stuff's not replaceable. Does Micah spend the time to go and look for his stuff? 50-50. It's a 20. That is not an exceptional yes, but it is definitely a yes. He goes, come on, we're going to go find my stuff. Maybe we can get some stuff for you too. I'm going to give him notice roll. Nice, that blows up. 10 minus 1 is a 9. He goes, I know that I saw them bring it over here. These things are scavengers. Fucking hyenas. Come on. And Jens comes around the corner and goes, oh shit. Look at all this stuff. They start sorting through as they have been, the Broadkill have been looting non-stop. Let's see. We'll do some scavenging results rolls. 25. Dirty. 93. Dirty, useless. However, a lot of this gear is already damaged, destroyed, wrecked. They're sorting through it, and it's just like, oh, fuck. I mean, of course, they're not going to be taking the stuff that's of value. Why would they would keep that with them? And Jens goes, look at this. Yeah, bet you some juicer thought that was all high and mighty wearing this kind of armor. Look, he just got shot right through the... I'm sorry, it's kind of disrespectful, man. Alright, let's keep going. And let's do one object roll, 92. Unpleasant. 69, nice. Unpleasant official. Oh, unpleasant official. I would think, as they start sorting through, there's another room. Micah goes forward, pushes open the door, and suddenly the smell hits him. Oh, fuck. Jens walks in and goes, oh man. Shit, Chum, I did not want to come in here. Laid out in front of them are rows and rows of the victims. They had been storing them here. There is bones. There are pieces that are not just bone. The remains, some of them are still locked in their rictus state. Others have been hung up like butcher hooks. All of them are in some form or array of decomposition. The smell is overwhelming. The scent, the sight. I'm going to give them both spirit rolls to see if they have a fear check. Micah is fine. But Jens, oh no, rolled a 1. It's not a critical failure, but it is a 1, so we're going to have to go right over to the fear table. Let me just make sure he's got command to extra spirit rolls. So, I mean, that adds a +2, but that's still kind of a failure. So, let's go to the fear tables. Okay. That is page 124. And 1d20. That's a 10. He is shaken. And as Jens just begins to, no, man, I can't fucking do this. I can't be here. Do we have any roadkill come through? 86, no. They, busy outside fighting with his sister. Mike just goes, okay. I'm going to, let's see, let's roll. Does Micah take compassion towards Jens and his freak out and try to get him out of here? 67, that's a yes. Micah just kind of, come with me, come on. We're gonna get you out of here, man. No, you're right. This gear, we can get it. We can get more. We have plenty. My dad's armories will restock us, but you are in shock, and we need to get you out. Tell me, Jens, where does your family hail from? He goes, oh, fuck, man, no. What if my family's up there? We gotta start taking these people down. No. Stay with me, son. Pay attention. Look, do you see how peaked my ears are? I'm an elf. We know how to do these things. Come on. Tell me, are you from Kingsdale? Are you from Merktown? Where does your family come from? And Jens just, oh, fuck, what? Oh, no, man. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what a good table is here. City descriptors. Let's try something like that. Or is there a city background? Character, motivation, personality, identity, skills. Creature ability description, civilizations. Alright, maybe the city descriptor is the best one. I'll do locations. 2 active. 91 active threatening. Okay. He goes, no, man, shit, I'm from Chi-Town. And Micah stops. Your coalition. fuck, man. No, not all of us coming from the coalition states or coalition, dude. Some of us were just born on the burbs. We were just born on the outskirts. Look, propaganda and everything that they just cut through, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. There's a reason I'm not there anymore. And kind of looks him up and down. I want to ask a fake question here. Does Micah trust him, knowing this now? 19. Not an exceptional yes, but it is close. Micah takes a moment, looks at him. Give him a notice roll. 2 and a 5, so the 5 minus 1 from the wound is still a 4. Ouch. And Micah kind of goes, how can I know that I can trust you? You come from the coalition. How? You must know something about my vision then. You're what? Dude, no, let's just get out of here. Let's get out of here. If they come back, they're going to eat us. Do you understand what that's like? I don't either. But my arm is missing. Those people are all butchered like pigs. And you're fucking asking me about what my childhood was like. Fuck off, man. Let's go. Micah, torn in between these two worlds, sees kind of a moment. This split of vision. He sees the fights, the war, the battle of Tolkien. He saw the people butchered. He saw them gunned down by dragonfire and railguns. And he also sees this scared, skinny boy. And Micah decides to reach out a hand. And we'll find out on the next episode. So, with that, I wish you all a good night.